Okay, let's dive in. Imagine you're just grappling with this huge pile of your own sources, right? Maybe it's like really dense clinical notes or just mountains of customer feedback, maybe legal documents, all that critical insight, but it's kind of locked away in, unstructured text. And trying to sift through it manually, that's not just slow, it's easy to make mistakes. And even, throwing a powerful large language model at it kind of naively, that can bring its own problems, its own inconsistencies. So, our mission for this deep dive is really to explore how you can programmatically pull out exactly the information you need and make sure those outputs are perfectly structured, totally reliable, and crucially tied right back to the original source text.
Yeah, and that's really where LangExtract steps in. It's this brand new open source Python library. It comes from Google developers. And it's designed specifically to help you tackle exactly that challenge. LangExtract gives you this lightweight, but honestly incredibly powerful way to interact with different LLMs, including the Gemini models. The whole point is transforming these big volumes of unstructured text into structured, usable information.
Mm.
And what's really cool here is how flexible it is.
Yeah.
You can use your own instructions. Plus, that traceability you mentioned, it's built right in, which is just vital for real-world use.
Right, that traceability, that feels like the core value here, doesn't it? It's not just about getting some answer, but knowing precisely where in the original text that answer came from. That must be huge for trust.
Huge, especially in sensitive fields. And what's really fascinating about LangExtract is this unique mix of features, starting with what we call precise source grounding. What this actually means is that every single piece of information you extract gets mapped back to its exact spot in the original text. So imagine you don't just get the extracted fact, but you see it, like highlighted right there in the document. Proof of origin.
Wow, okay.
That's what LangExtract gives you, this visual, verifiable link, like a digital fingerprint connecting your data back to its source. It's not just convenient, it really changes the game for data trustworthiness, for compliance, law, medicine.
Okay, so the trustworthiness is sort of baked in. But what about the effort involved? To get that kind of precision for my specific documents, does it take like deep data science skills or months of training every time I need something new extracted?
No, not at all. And that's really the beauty of its few-shot learning capability. It's quite clever. Instead of, training some massive AI model from the ground up, you define the output you want using LangExtract's own data structure. And then you just provide a few, literally maybe 3 to 5 really good examples, perfect examples of what you want.
Just 3 to 5?
Yeah. And LangExtract then uses something called controlled generation, which is a feature in models like Gemini. Now, this isn't just the AI making educated guesses. It actually guides the model. It makes sure the output always fits the exact structured format you specified. So you get, say, a perfect JSON file or a clean row in a spreadsheet every time. No messy, inconsistent stuff. It really kind of democratizes advanced NLP, puts that extraction power right into the hands of the person who understands the information.
That flexibility sounds amazing, adapting to so many text types. But often, these deep dives aren't just about different types of text, but really massive documents, just huge amounts of information. How does LangExtract cope with those? Sometimes LLMs struggle to remember things across really long contexts, right?
That's a really critical point.
Okay.
We call it optimized long context information extraction. We know LLMs can sometimes lose focus on these enormous documents. It's like finding one specific needle in a million haystacks.
Hmm.
LangExtract gets around this. It uses a smart chunking strategy. It processes things in parallel and actually does multiple extraction passes. But each pass is over smaller, more manageable sections of the text. So it efficiently breaks down the huge document, pulls info from each part, and then intelligently stitches it all back together. It's built for those really big info challenges.
And I heard something about interactive visualization. That sounds incredibly useful when you're trying to make sense of maybe thousands of extracted bits of data.
Absolutely. You can go from just raw text to this interactive, completely self-contained HTML visualization, seriously, in minutes. It makes reviewing all those extracted entities right there in their original context super easy, even if you have thousands of them. Plus, it's designed to be flexible. It supports different LLM backends, cloud ones like Gemini, sure, but also open source models you might run on your own device, so you can work with the tools and the setup you prefer. So just to sum up, LangExtract really gives you this powerful, very precise way to unlock the insights hidden in unstructured text. It boosts clarity, it helps ensure you've got the complete picture, and it seriously improves how data can work together. Interoperability. Across all sorts of areas, detailed medical reports, complex financial summaries, you name it. Its unique features, the precise source grounding, the few-shot learning, handling long contexts really well, They directly tackle real-world problems in data extraction. It genuinely turns raw text into actionable, structured data you can rely on.
The potential there just feels immense. And okay, here's something for you listening to really think about. Given LangExtract's ability to essentially learn from just a handful of examples and that really powerful interactive visualization, how might this fundamentally change the way you interact with vast amounts of information? We could be moving beyond just simple keyword searching, towards truly active knowledge creation, real understanding. Just think about how a tool like this could transform your own deep dives into complex information, empowering you to find the exact insights you need reliably every single time. What would that unlock for you?